Hey, good morning, guys. Casey here with Lions Den Investments and Reviews. Um, right now it's about 7:45 a.m. Here in Kansas City, and today's video I just wanted to cover the ETFs with the Security Exchange Commission. Okay, there's an article that came across my headlines here that I thought was pretty interesting, and it's the Security Exchange Commission wanting to facilitate tokenized products. Um, so we'll go into this article here and read into it, see what it has to say and what they're trying to do. Okay, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission wants to facilitate tokenized exchange traded funds (ETFs), according to the chairman Jay Clayton. Now this isn't anything new. They've been saying this for about 2 years now. Um, the agency is collaborating with other U.S. regulators to determine how to regulate different crypto products. So the SEC, um, Chairman Jay Clayton, talked about the Commission's approach to regulating crypto products during a panel discussion hosted by the Chamber of Digital Commerce earlier this month. The event, titled Two Sides of the American Coin, Innovation and Regulation of Digital Assets, also features acting comp controller of the currency, Brian Brooks. Oh my gosh, what a coincidence. Uh, Brian Brian Brooks, guys. If you don't know who he is, he used to be the chief legal advisor for Coinbase, and then shortly after that, okay, this is just a little background history on Brian Brooks. Shortly after that, he moved over to he worked on the USDC, the US digital coin that's now on Coinbase. He was part of that project, and then from there, uh, this is back when Steve Mnuchin became head of Treasury. Uh, Steve Mnuchin went ahead and recruited him over as comp controller of the currency. So he works directly with Steve Mnuchin. And Steve Mnuchin, if you know his background, he was the head director of IT for Goldman Sachs. So you put the two together here, guys, and you're looking at a U.S. digital currency. I mean, both of them have the skills, they have the mental capacity, uh, they got the right people around them, the right networks to make this all happen. So uh, back to the article here. So Brian Brooks was in on uh, this discussion board. The SEC is actively working on regulations that might one day permit crypto versions of ETFs. The Financial Times reported Friday, citing Clayton, the SEC is collaborating with other U.S. regulators, such as the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency and the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the CFTC, to determine which regulator has jurisdiction over different crypto products. Clayton pointed out that the utility of the token is what decides which regulator should take the lead. So basically, it comes down to use case. And that's why I keep saying when it comes to these cryptocurrencies, you want to look at the use case behind them, because if it's got a really good use case, like say with Theta, you're looking at something that could prosper and flourish. You're just in a few years' time. Um, so that's pretty important to pay attention to. Clayton here points out that the utility of the token is what decides which regulator should take the lead. While banking regulators should supervise tokens meant specifically for making payments, such as some stablecoins, USDC for instance, Clayton said the tokenization of ETFs should be under the review of the SEC, emphasizing that the SEC should and is willing to regulate them, he said. Our door is wide open. If you want to show how to tokenize the ETF product in a way that adds efficiency, we want to meet with you. We want to facilitate that. Of course, you got to register it and do what you do with any other ETF. So I'll leave a link in the description for this. I'm not going to cover the entire article, but I wanted to cover that because back on uh, back on Monday, I shot a video and I was talking about the IMF and their basically discussion board that they were holding for a digital currency. Okay, so they were holding meetings on Monday, wanting to get together and orchestrate behind closed doors and find out what they want to do on their side when it comes to global reserve currencies, digital currencies, that sort of thing. Um, basically at the end of the day, though, guys, I think this is going to come down to whether or not people are going to want to use it. I know right now China, did they did a pilot test on their digital currency, the digital yuan, and I was reading the article the other day, and they were talking about how they handed out like I don't know, it was like $150 million or something like that for like a lottery, and they were giving away digital currency to Chinese citizens, and they were putting it in a digital wallet for these people so they could go shopping, say like a Walmart, use it at the gas station, wherever. And so it was a huge success on the Chinese's part when it comes to implementing a blockchain across, with cross-border payments across basically their entire economy. Uh, the only problem is though they were interviewing people, uh, Chinese citizens that were part of this, and they were asking them, "Would you use the digital yuan in the future?" And a lot of them were saying, "Well, no, not unless they gave me free digital currency." Some of them like sticking with stuff like the Alibaba or Alipay, um, just because that's what they're used to. Um, but at the end of the day, guys, really, it doesn't matter. Like people like that who say, "Oh, well, I'd rather use Alipay rather than a digital currency." They don't have any control over this. The government's going to do what they want to do. When they pass something and they create a digital currency, if that's the digital currency of your country, guess what? That's what you're going to use. Banks are going to adjust to it. They're going to have wallets for it, which will be your new bank account, and it is what it is. So you know, again, I come back to this whole: you got to pivot, you got to move into to the future of technology when it comes to uh, what your financial system is going to be based around. You got to pay attention to monetary policy, and you got to look for things like this. So, with that being said, guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll be shooting another video here before the end of the week. And with that said, you guys have a great day.